Hi guys, I hope you can see me okay. I just wanted to come on for a few minutes. I'm sick today, so hopefully I'll be coherent and I won't be rambling on too long. But I actually wanted to talk about why Gypsy Rose is not capable of loving her daughter. And as I said at the beginning, well, going back to the beginning in my first video that was deleted by TikTok, I did mention that there are a lot of creators that I respect and follow. And I mean, I have followed this case since it started. And, I was the girl too that felt bad for her. I felt sorry, yada, yada. And then learning the truth. And I began following all these amazing content creators that came out with the truth about her. I love Flawless Nina and Becca Scoops. Sir Morbid X has a great panel of wonderful people, and he's awesome. Um, so many people, and Toddy One Skip. So when I come on with my opinion too, my opinions are influenced by certain creators a lot of the time, and I will always mention which creators because I think that's fair. So, for example, Becca Scoops made a video a few months ago about Gypsy, or a couple months ago, about Gypsy's pregnancy and kind of the issues within it as far as Gypsy and her mental health. And Becca is far more qualified than I am to speak on these kinds of things. I have an interest in psychology very much, like I have with true crime. I think the two are kind of connected, obviously. And I have some knowledge I have a lot of medical knowledge, I will say that. But I also, um, I have an interest in psychology, but I'm not as well versed in it as I am with some other things. But there are some things I do know about. So, for example, Becca did mention, well, she put it in her video very point blank that Gypsy is a malignant narcissist, the textbook definition. And the word narcissist is thrown around a little too much. I mean, you have a selfish acquaintance maybe, or a boss that isn't nice to you. You might just say they're a narcissist, such a narcissist. But there's actually a DSM-5 diagnosis of narcissistic personality disorder, which narcissists are dangerous. They are the opposite of empaths. And I know many of you already know this, and I'm sure, unfortunately, many people have dealt with narcissists one on one, which I am so sorry for. Um, there are different kinds of narcissists. Just can't talk. Sorry. Gypsy is a malignant narcissist, and as Becca says in her video, that is the most dangerous kind of narcissist because malignant narcissists prey on other people. And it doesn't matter what the cost is, as long as the narcissist gets their supply and they get their way. Just like she used Nicholas Godejohn to unalive Dee Dee. So, I mean, there's various kinds of narcissists. And the reasons it develops. I mean, it is proven through some studies that narcissists um, do not have some gray matter in portions of their brain, and also upbringing has a lot to do with it. And granted, I do not believe that Gypsy was medically abused in any way. I really don't think she was abused at all. I think she was touted out and used for the grift and the con by her mother, and I think she was spoiled rotten, as a matter of fact. And I think that this kind of molded what we now see today. See, narcissists also mirror what they think society expects of them, and they think what they should be. They're an empath. I consider myself to be very empathic. I am very empathic. And narcissists don't understand that. They don't feel that. They don't care about things like that. So they will try to emulate and mirror, and they'll maybe study an empath, or they'll study someone's behavior and kind of they'll try to see how they're supposed to act. For example, when Gypsy writes, "I'm rocking it as a new mom," she thinks that she's supposed to say something like that, because what else would a good mom say? "I'm doing a shitty job. I'm having a hard time." I said the S word. "I'm doing a bad job. I'm having a hard time. I need help here and there." No. I'm rocking it because what a good mom wouldn't say anything else, right? Um, you see that when she tries to force tears, the emotion that she's trying to, she misses the mark there when she's trying to cry. You know, so happy about her baby having this new baby. I can't do an impression, but I mean, you get the you get the gist. So that's exactly what she's doing. So when I say that Gypsy is incapable of loving her daughter, I mean in the sense that she just can't. She sees her child as an extension of herself. This is something that I made. This is something that is here to serve me. And she will put on the show in public to people or family. Oh yeah, my daughter and I do this, and she's wonderful, and she's hitting these milestones, and I watch every move. And no, that's not how narcissists operate. And as her daughter gets older, she's going to end up developing a complex because this child is going to think, well, what am I going to do to make mommy happy? How am I going to not set off mommy? Because Gypsy probably will have a tendency towards abuse, abuse, and neglect. She's already proven it with her track record. She's kind of dropped hints here and there that this is probably the way it's going to go. She had no interest in actually becoming a mother. She pretty much showed she had an interest in being pregnant for the attention. This is going back to Nicholas. So my fear for this little girl is that she will end up with trauma induced by her mother. And God, I had a few more things I wanted to say. I really just don't see a positive outcome for this, unfortunately, because Gypsy will just go about out in public and say what a great mother she is and do all the things that she thinks she's supposed to do because she's trying to mirror good moms. And then behind closed doors is the total opposite. It's what can you do for me, even though you're my child and I'm your mother. But she knows better than that to put on the front. I hope I made some kind of sense. This might have been a little too rambly, and I might have made some slips there that might get this video taken down or not put up at all. But let me know what you guys think in the comments and if you agree with me or not. And if you haven't checked out any of Becca Scoop's videos, she's on YouTube, puts out really, really, really great content. And she has one about Gypsy and her pregnancy, and I highly recommend watching it if you haven't. And I'll probably be back with another video at some point soon. Thank you, and hope you guys have a great night.